Hello, beautiful people of YouTube. Happy New Year. It's 2021. Wowzers. I felt really inspired today to just film a makeup look, and this is what I came up with. Really pink, really spring vibes. I know we're still in the middle of winter, but I wanted to use these pink shades in my clean up here in my Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. I really wanted to use this palette because I haven't used it and I purchased it a couple months ago. So this is what I came up with. And I used a lot of new products, skincare and makeup. So maybe for my next video, I'll do like a dark lip and gold shimmery eyes or something, but this is what I came up with today, and I really like it. I think it's really pretty, really girly. Hope you all enjoy. Thanks for watching. Ooh, Surviving Death. Is that a new show? I'll just put super bad. In my BoxyCharm that I received this morning, I got a bunch of new stuff that I really wanted to try. I got this moisturizer from Pharmacy. It's a Daily Greens oil-free gel moisturizer. It does have moringa and papaya, and I have sensitive skin, so I'm gonna try it, and hopefully I don't get any kind of reaction. It is fragrance-free, paraben-free, mineral oil-free, cruelty-free, and I don't know how to pronounce the other words. So it seems okay, so I'm gonna try it. Mostly buy like stuff for sensitive skin. I'm very mindful of what I put on my face when I'm purchasing it. So, ooh, it's a very beautiful color. Look at that. Like a pistachio green. So I washed my hands. I can't smell it. So let's go ahead and see. I can kind of smell it. Oh my god, that smells good. It feels really good on the skin too. Very refreshing. And I like to bring it down my neck. You gotta moisturize the neck too. Gotta be gentle around the eyes. It kind of like gives me a minty vibe. I don't know if that's just me because my nostrils are a little messed up right now. A little tiny bit sticky, but that's what I find with these kinds of moisturizers, the gel moisturizers. They're just a little tiny bit sticky when they're still drying. I mean, when it's still drying, but once it's dry, it feels great on the skin. I also got this glow lip mask from Seraphine Botanicals in my BoxyCharm. A little bit oily, but is that how it's supposed to be? It's the Apple and Balm. Balm, B-A-U-M-E. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Ooh, so it's vegan, no mineral oil, no parabens. I don't know that word. No gluten. It's made with shea butter, apricot, jojoba, and rosehip oils with green apple and pineapple extracts, and it's hypoallergenic. Ooh, love that. I'm gonna apply some oh my god, what is this? Primer, girl. Just on my T-zone where I get the most oily. Just a little bit, because I ain't going nowhere. I don't know what kind of makeup look I want to do. If I could get my eyeshadow, hold on. Two palettes. I think a couple months ago. I haven't used it, but oh, I'm really being drawn to these colors right here. I really feel like I want to use the, oh shit, some of that pink. You can't really tell on camera though. And I also, in my BoxyCharm today, got this palette here. I don't know how to pronounce this brand, so I'm not gonna try. But they're like really pretty pinks and golds. Oh my god, it totally fell out! WTF! Ugh. That is so upsetting. That happens because sometimes you forget that the eyeshadow palette's broken, so when you open it again, it just falls all over the place. Ugh. Well, that is super annoying, so I'm not going to use that palette today. No. I'm so annoyed about that palette. Like, WTF. So rude. A little bit of growth. I haven't touched my brows at all, really. I mean, except to like shave the unibrow, you know, but I haven't plucked really. I haven't, definitely have not gotten them threaded or waxed in months, like more than 6 months. I normally don't like to get my eyebrows done. I don't know, I just feel like I like doing them myself, but I kind of want to let them grow out. Like, I'm really interested in letting them grow out and reshaping them. So I've said it before that I really like a natural looking brow. I don't like anything too dark. I think it just makes my face look really harsh. So I don't know, but right now I'm kind of feeling like I want to do a little drama, you know? It is such a beautiful day out today. I went on a morning walk and I've been trying to just change it up and do something different in the morning. So I've been enjoying that. So during my walk today, I could just tell that it was going to be a really beautiful day. It's nice and sunny out. It was a little chilly this morning. I mean, it's the middle of winter, so, but for SoCal, we're not used to having too much cold. Okay, I'm feeling it. So let's carve them out. Use the Too Faced Born This Way concealer to carve out my brows, and this little flat brush I've been popular today. It's a nice change of pace. I've done a few COVID tests since last year, and I must say that today was the first COVID test that I was in and out in 10 minutes, and it was so nice. It was so nice to just be in and out. I've done tests before where I waited over an hour. I mean, you know, it's actually the longest I waited for a COVID test, I think, was like 2.5 hours, and that was a walk-in. I went with my family in San Diego County, and that was the longest freaking that I've had to wait for a test. Every other test I've done was drive up, which I prefer, honestly, but I feel like Orange County and LA County have better options, or more options for testing, is what I found. My family's in San Diego, so it was like an emergency. I had to go back home, and we, you know, took them all to get tested. But that was terrible. There wasn't as many options. Like, there definitely wasn't any drive up options that I knew of. Maybe I just didn't look everywhere. I didn't look at all the options, but the ones that I was able to find were very limited. So we ended up testing at Cal State San Marcos, and that one, it just took forever. There was so many people, and it was a walk-up appointment. So, you know, definitely not as nice as being able to sit and chill in your car while you get tested. But today was so nice. I went to the Anaheim Convention Center, and I was in and out in 10 minutes. Like, that was the shortest I've ever waited for a COVID test. And it was so nice. It was so quick. Like, that's how it should be. If you have an appointment, I feel like you shouldn't have to wait more than half an hour, you know, especially for a drive up. Like, you're driving through, it should be quick and efficient. I understand that a lot of times because of the demand and there's a lot of people, like, that's different. But I think when you have an appointment, it should be fairly quick. I know that a lot of people have, you know, their opinions and feelings on why even, you know, going to get tested. Like, you should be doing your part to ensure that you're not putting yourself or anyone at risk. And I totally understand and agree with that. However, sometimes you find yourself in situations where you can't help but, you know, be exposed, or, you know, whatever, like, stuff happens. And I mean, if my family calls me and needs me, I'm not gonna not be there for them. I'm not gonna, you know, oh, like, I don't want to expose myself. Like, no, I'm gonna put myself at risk for the people that I love. So, you know, there's been situations that I've been in that require me getting tested. So my point in this is to say that while we have those resources, I think it's really important that we acknowledge and take advantage of the resources that we have, you know, and we shouldn't make others feel some type of way about, like, why are you going to get tested so often? And, you know, we're all navigating this pandemic as best we can, and it's different for everybody. And if someone feels a need to go and get a test every month or every few weeks, like, especially if they're still going out to work and, you know, they're still being exposed to it, I don't think anybody has the right to make them feel any type of way about that. While we have the resources that we have, it's okay to take advantage of them. Like, in Mexico, they don't have free testing. They don't, you know, like, we have family there and they do not have the same resources that we have. They can't just drive up somewhere and get a free COVID test like we can. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's important to recognize that we're very privileged and we have really great resources, and it's okay to take advantage of them. But anyway, I'm gonna apply my foundation now. This is my all-time favorite foundation, the NARS, what's this one called? Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. However, I can't seem to find my match. I was using the color Valaris. It's like all busted and it's been loved. But I feel like this is too pink for me. So I went, I think, a shade lighter. This is Santa Fe and it's medium 2, whereas Valaris is medium 1.5. So I thought this one might be a little more golden, which I have yellow undertones, so it was too pink for my skin. But this one still isn't like an exact match. However, I did find that combining it with the Tarte Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation in the color Medium Sand, this one is a little more tan. I feel like it's a really amazing combo. So I've been combining these two for the past few days that I've been wearing foundation, and it just looks really good. So actually, I'm gonna do my eyeshadow first. All right, I'm gonna do my eyeshadow first. I changed my mind. What do I want to do? Do I want to use primer? So I just put a little bit on my finger, and then it looks like a concealer, so I kind of just, and it dries really quick, so you have to work with it rather quickly to make sure you get it everywhere, all over your eyelid. I can't sit crisscross applesauce too long because these knees, girl, circulation is just not the same. I'm gonna use my Naked Urban Decay Naked palette, the cherry one. What am I gonna use? What am I gonna use? I'm gonna use Caution first, and just put that all over the lid. So I'm gonna put this all over my crease, the color Caution. So I'm bringing this up towards the brow bone, just lightly, but I'm mostly concentrating it on the crease. Okay, now I'm gonna do Perfectionist in the Jaclyn Hill palette. So I'm gonna use the same brush, just a fluffy brush. This is from the Morphe X Jeffree Star collection. That on the crease and just blend it out. Color Comfort Zone, which is similar but a little bit darker. It's like a pink brown. And focus that on here, the outer third of the crease. Just like that. Little circles, bring some of it in, but focus it out here. So now I'm gonna start going in with the burgundy shades, the pink burgundy shades. Which one do I want to use first though? Next, which is this one here next to the hot pink. So I'm just gonna tap my brush in there. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing until I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? All right, time to stretch out the legs. Another blending brush. This one's a little bit more dense, and I'm gonna use this to apply the darker shades out on my outer corner. Oh, hello. Next, just place that right here on the outer corner and just blend it into the outer corner. I don't know, I kind of want to be like dramatic with this, so maybe I'll buff it out like all over the eye. Not all over the eye, but you know what I mean, like exaggerate. Because I'm still gonna go, you know, and smoke out the bottom, so I feel like it looks a little questionable right now, but I have faith that I know what I'm doing. And just like little windshield wipers, really lightly dragging it up. Use the same brush that I used to carve my brows. I like to press it together to fan it out and just flatten it before I use it. So I'm going to use this to cut my crease. Same concealer. It's just more user friendly for that kind of thing. So I'm going to start on the inner corner. Ooh, there's a lot of different ways to go about doing a cut crease. Some people blink up. So you just have to kind of find what works best for your eye shape and your eyelid, because everyone's is different. So I'm just gonna kind of blend out what I have on my brush. And I went a little bit further up than I intended to, but that's okay, we can fix that later. Morphe R42, which is a super dense small brush. Hello? Hello? Looks like that. Brush like this to pack on the color. So I'm going to use the color Empowered from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. So this is going to be a lot of back and forth of just picking up the color, packing it on your eyelid. You're just going to continue packing it on your eyelid until you get the desired color payoff. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna add some more on the middle of the eyelid. I am now going to use the color Crazy with the same brush that we used to put the hot pink color on our outer corner. Excuse me, out here, on the out here, to intensify the outer, and then just leave it like that. Intensify this, kind of bring it in a little bit to blend in with the shimmery pink, and then fan it out. Maybe grab some more of Oh Hello. And just put a little bit of that on top so that you can blend out the colors together. And now with my original blending brush, I'm going to blend out on the crease so it doesn't look crazy. So at this point, it's just a lot of going back and forth with the colors that you used to just intensify the outer corner, tie the look together. So once I go back in with the darker colors on the outside, I'm going to finish it off by adding more of that, because this right here, this color in the lid, this is the main attraction. So I'm going to go in again with the shimmery shade and just pack it on a little bit more. So I guess I will go in with my foundation now. I just use 2 pumps, one on each side, not even a full pump. I start pumping and I drag it out. Tarte foundation, I'm just gonna do the same. So and I just realized it looks like I drew on whiskers. Just like that. The NARS foundation is really full coverage. The Tarte one, I feel like that one is a little bit more medium to full coverage. It's definitely buildable, but I feel like with the NARS one, in my experience, with one layer, it's like really full coverage. So That one I really enjoy using because you don't need a lot of it to get the coverage that you're looking for if you're looking for a more medium to full coverage. I'm gonna use my Maybelline Fit Me concealer, foundation in coconut for my contour. Powder, I don't know, down here, just to wipe off the rest of it. My camera's like overheating. So I have to make this quick. Okay, so I went and blended out my concealer under my eyes, and I just took the rest of it and pat it on the center of my nose, my forehead, around my nose, and on my chin. So I'm gonna set it with my Airspun, apply my lashes, and I will be back. I applied my lashes. I applied my setting powder, kind of carved my cheekbones and my nose a little bit. And for my bronzer, I used my Ulta Beauty matte bronzer in the color Deep. I love this one. I think I got it on sale for like $1 something. And I'm gonna use the color Crazy again, which is the darkest shade that I used of the 4 from the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. Smoke out the bottom. I wish I had somewhere to go. I wish that I could leave my house, but I can't. With the glitter, this is from the Diamonds and Ice NYX glitter liners. This one is the color Quartzy because it has like a pink tint to it, just to make the inner corner pop. I like to put mascara on my top lashes when I'm wearing lashes so that my natural eyelashes can grab onto the lash. That way, you know, you can't see your natural lashes. This is the finished look. I used 2 blushes. MAC Flower Power, I think, this really pink one. Flower Power and Milani Baked Blush in Rosa Romantica. So this one is really shimmery, so I didn't need a highlight because it's a shimmery blush. So I figured adding highlight would just be a little too much. So I used these 2 blushes. For my lip combo, I used Anastasia Beverly Hills in Stargazer. It's a matte lipstick. It's a really pretty Barbie pink. And then for my lip liner, I used NYX Suede matte lip liner in the color Aria. I just realized that this would be super cute for Valentine's Day. I love Valentine's Day. I love. Regardless of the plans that you may or may not have, it's all right. You know, Valentine's Day is just to celebrate love, self-love, love for your family, for your friends. Keep me in mind, y'all. And I will see you all in my next video, hopefully very soon.